Welcome back. I'm Adrienne, your expert on all things custom home building and luxury. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend how much fun we have on the Fraser Homes channel. So today we are talking about how to be your builder's favorite client. Oh yes, we have clients that we love to work with, and they all have the same thing in common, and that is number one, they trust the expertise that Fraser Homes offers. Fraser Homes has been operating since 2011. That means we've been in business for 15 years building beautiful homes. We have built beautiful homes, mansions, if you will. We're post one right now. You named it the Ironwood, and this is a beautiful mansion down in Triple Crown in the Union, Kentucky area, and we built that house, and it is amazing. It is gorgeous. We know what we're doing when it comes to building beautiful luxury homes. And so the clients that we love to build for and we love to work with are ones who actually know and believe and are confident in our ability to do what we need to do. So the next thing is understanding that this is a partnership, okay? And partnerships mean that we have to walk together, we have to be in alignment, we have to communicate the same way, we have to have the same vision. These are the things that make a really good builder client relationship, is because we understand that we are working together to achieve a common goal. It is not us versus them. Anytime you have that us versus them kind of mentality, when it shows up in construction, it is going to be an adversarial relationship, and it's not going to be fun for the client or the builder. Okay, the next is homeowners that are really great for builders. The favorite homeowners are ones that make decisions. You've heard me say it time and time again. We need to have your selection choices. We need for you to not continue to review and watch Pinterest and HGTV and get ideas. Of course, you can always feel inspired, but if you can't make a decision, it makes it very difficult for us to keep the process going. And so as the builder, our favorite clients are ones who are able to make a decision and be settled and confident in that decision. All right. If there's problems, we're communicating early. So the homeowner is not sitting on concerns that they have and then bring those concerns at the end of the job or when something is ballooning out of control. Those concerns are brought on a regular basis, and those concerns are brought as a partnership for solution making and not finger pointing. This is what great builders, this is what they are looking for when they are considering who are they going to build for. And so Fraser Homes, this is one of our criteria. We want to build with individuals who want to be in partnership with us and want to work with us in terms of problem solving. We basically have a little series going on here about problem solving, and one of the problem solving techniques is making sure that you have alignment with both the builder and the homeowner. Okay. So we talked about respecting the expertise. We have the subject matter expertise. And when you have a reverence and a respect for that, then you allow Fraser to do their process. That process, you allow that to evolve. And so that might look like not showing up on the job and directing subs to do A, B, or C, because you know that the subject matter expert has it under control. All right. The next thing is understanding that perfection is not the goal. When you are building a home, a structure, it is not going to be perfect. And that is the beauty of art. Fraser Homes thinks that your home, while structurally sound and waterproofed, it is art to us. And we like the nuances of the art piece. This is the reason why we don't do production, because we don't want to just stamp out the same product. We want something new, something that is bespoke, something that's beautiful. beautiful. And beauty is not perfect. That's what we want our homeowners to understand and recognize. And that's what makes you our favorite client when you understand that. All right. So the next one is reading what you've signed. Okay. So when you sign the specifications, you have done a thorough job of reading what is in scope of the specification. You've done a thorough job of reading the contract that you've signed. And if you have some questions before that, we nail that down and we work together as partners to get clarity before signing. This makes you one of our favorite clients because we don't have to renegotiate the terms of the contract or the scope of the work after signing. Okay. Understanding change orders is the same thing. That language shows up. And when you sign off on that, we want to be able to get you in your home as quickly as possible. If we have to dial it back because we have to review language, that means that we are not getting you in your home as quickly as possible. And that does not feel good for us because our goal is to make sure that we are getting you in your home on time and on budget. All right. So the next thing is the trust. We've talked about it a little bit, but trusting that your builder is not trying to do anything to you or to your family that is going to negatively impact you. And so when we say no, there are times where we say no, and we have a episode on that, a YouTube episode about when we say no. We'll link that below, why we're saying no, because we're thinking about the future. So when you want to have a particular dedicated space that we know you can't have resale, it's not going to have the same resale value, or you're not going to get as much equity in the home. We are thinking of those things, and we might say to you, no, we don't think that's a good idea. You need to trust that we're looking out for your best interests. Okay. And so another area of why we have some homeowners that we just love to work with is because they understand that minor changes are rarely minor. We've talked about this before. When you want to make one change when it comes to building, it has a ripple effect when it comes to new construction, when it comes to remodeling, when it comes to what we're doing, because we are managing every component. There is not one thing that has just it is isolated in and of itself. And so for the homeowners that understand that, they are our favorite homeowners. Okay. And so there you have it. Those are the answers. And so if you are in it to win it with your builder, these are the things that you have to agree to, come to terms with, and actually be committed to delivering those categories to be a good client. Now, the builder has a responsibility to have excellent communication, to be thoughtful about your time, your budget, to make sure that we are being transparent, to make sure that we are getting you in your house and letting you begin the journey of enjoying your Fraser home and your forever home, if that's what the case is. And so when we pair those two together and we have perfect alignment, that means that we are going to have an amazing project and a wonderful experience. And if your builder is not letting you know that, it means they don't know the difference.